Hello, ahaye Oja TV. And then the Asan for Saba Beam. A same way about Kennedy Agyapong ene Anas. I mean yaw Anas. So what I say? Kennedy say Scan Kasa Unkioma Anas no Unkia. The Afan say the lawyers ne kai. Kennedy lawyers say Scan Kasa Unkioma Anas no Omunkia Beam. Ade because Anas at the camera echo courtroom try pictures and a video out there about NT say $80 million in bium Emma Anas. But Kelvin Taylor at the evidence about say Anas a permit until women go share their Kelvin at their brother say I am pa say we a real permit and I a fake permit. Man go share a coba then who dear ever found. But say now your first time who Oja TV a myself say subscribe it now, like a video we share my before for now on also then on subscribe be so what I say.
One courtroom or Nankasa. They want everybody not to video. You can take pictures, but you cannot video. Anas has video without even what video judge in a movie. That is another case where young lawyers they are not going to say anything. I'm telling you, sir, this is way it's far more than what we are doing right now.
Anas lawyers say munina or say omu permission wa court.
Yo,
Omu pesa omu video because mo say ne ba no mu hu say mu de obi edi machi. Enti omu kwaje tie wafa je tie. Omu kwaje permission.
Okay, so I'm court
to video, yes. They went for permission. Yes. And the court granted them permission to video.
That is why
independent journalists be and I say, but they went for permission to video.
He's making Ghanaians say they say no Agyapong between $18 million. If you mark my word, today's date, right? Even $50, I'm not saying he will end up paying more. Mark my word. I'm telling you.
This is how low journalism has come. You see, they be a catch a Ghana for say, Enya ebia inkubi oda tare woto, ana Sunday or Saturday powder be oda bo kum. Ana nyome bi a wodi afefa wanim. Aye kase be gina nipa wuhuru wanim kura obesro makes you intelligent. I keep saying, these are some of the people are your more chance. And I blame Kwame Despite. And the misinformation. Utie sanko fo mienu ano mukase ya. They are not friend who journalist no catch any pan say. Anas lawyer say. So if you are a journalist, what is your job? Because then it means you have actually had a conversation with Anas's lawyer. If you are going to pose this question or this is going to come into a conversation, the best thing to do is to ask for that to prove to the world, because their conversation all boils down to Kennedy Ntua because Anas and or the camera are court. And it's a journalist now to one I will say. Anas lawyer say, Ebi Anas lawyer some more catch on no bois. Now, can you as a journalist sitting there on that platform, when you are called to answer for allowing that guy to misinform, no, what basis, what evidence are you going to stand on to prove your case? Because Anas lawyer can tell you, I didn't say anything like that. So I cannot, that's why I record here. He can tell you he is not obliged to show you that. So what do you do as a journalist? I'm talking about protecting your credibility and protecting the job you do and understanding the fundamental job you are doing. Actually, where Jimmy? Actually, what Jimmy will say, this is a clear-cut case of shutting down somebody who is foolishly ignorant and wants to stupidly rant because of what has happened in the Supreme Court in New Jersey as a battle between NPP and NDC. This is clearly to tell you, say, majority of Nkwasiafo no muti radio so ne TV fo na amo say omo no mo conduct makachem Ghana makachem me say Nkwasiafo muti radio so ne TV so omo ye journalist no so we telephone conversation any interviews with Frima, they cannot speak for 10 minutes from Omar Dream to tell you what they think about issues. They can't do it. 90% of Nkwasiafo Abuti TV say, journalist, me say, so we interviews with Frima. Anytime about now, no I'm surrounded with foolish people to talk to. Because me sitting here, I do my homework before I come here. I can sit for 10 hours. I will tell you everything and back it with facts. Because my job here is to educate you. My job is my job here is not to bring somebody to come and share their opinion. On the platform. So it is not my job to bring people to come and share opinions. It is my job as a journalist to tell you what you want to hear, the facts. So I have a lot of work on me. It is our job to go find the truth and let you know. That is why when you come on my platform, hardly do you see any monkey sitting on it and saying, I want to share my opinion. Na kwasiawa boa, no better me show also share opinion. Now go can be na me ntumi enhodi wa no I will end up in jail. No. But when you believe in what you do, you have the intellectual know-how and intelligence, deep intelligence to understand what you are doing. You do your work. You fact-check your work before you sit there to allow pigs to make statement against a court. Anas court. Video aba. Yasi Anas lawyer can so bring permission. Anas lawyer on Belgium. Anas lawyer on him how to send an email. The way you were able to contact Anas's lawyer, you can use the same channel to contact him to give you the evidence proving say America court Benbe who's a camera air filming nipa. These are very dirty people. America visa ayafo. Sebio kwasiabia to be American tea and Ghana ye Jimmy tea to be free obia journalist. Now, let's dissect the matter. This document you see here. We want more Jimmy. Most of us are for so. Ye Jimmy tra. You see this document. This is a request. A request that the Anas team sent to the court to ask for permission to film and to take still pictures. Any fool sitting on radio and TV in Ghana, America has said, or a journalist, go to the court, just ask. The court will give it to you. Just ask, send an email. Send an email. This job is so easy. It is not complicated. I don't know what Jimmy sa. Send an email to the court and tell the court you want evidence to this. Is this there? The court will hand it over to you. Jimmy. Matiti tinkwaya ya irimo ni wabetata kamera nimu ekeka nkwasi asem adentia ya kuromuni ya party ni MPP candidate Agyapong asama tuninti ya nsay American court ya ngu court nenimase. Why do you do that? Now this document is request of permission to photograph electronic record of or broadcast a court proceeding. Into the Anas team, they sent a document. They requested that can we film? Can we take still pictures? I did not make this document up. These are documents from the court that any person can just ask for. When you enlarge the document, let me show you and let me read the document with you. In Kurasi 4, this is what you see. These are the facts. Mwe Jimmy Dudu, mudi munkurasi samru fi wurem. Mabe tina brochire, monumu kankankam, mabe bojantira tikrom ha. Mo prekese. When say in Kamwa, a Google radio, Facebook, Jimmy Mo. This is the document. It is not difficult. It is so easy to do that. Mo sing in Kamwa as if for Mojin Samobe to me, San concerning Kwasiake Kanasa at the MPP about power and Yejuma. In the name of journalism, yada journalism, yada journalism. A yasima, Yanyim we yasintim, mo Jimmy. Now look at the records. Say completed forms must be submitted to the assignment judge, trial court administration, designee for approval. Date of request 3/17/25, March 17, 2025. Name of requester yakataso. Telephone number of requester yakataso. Affiliation freelance journalist. So a freelance journalist who was part of the whole thing, who also went to cover, actually requested to take their cameras, to take videos and still pictures. A freelance journalist. So you don't need any special accreditation. You just have to put in a request. A year semafo ya mo papa de mo ma me nkohyehyɛ yi ase ɛne e begye nyim munti mo ayɛ sɛ moa mo dwen sɛ enye MPP a Ghana wu kwasiafo mo hu fin. Now when you go down there you see this permission to request for name of person attending, that has been covered. Name of case L2918-22. Judge courtroom number Jeffrey Edini Neohono, date and a shohono. Now, I request permission to use recorded equipment for the following activities. Check all the blah blah. And they ticked video, still photography. Video and still photography. These are the two things that the freelance journalist requested. A person or taking video and still photography. That's all. Dirty people from dirty roots. Then when you go down there, you see specific equipment to be used. Phone and camera. It is there. Inti abua be na eka se Canada Japan. When a man one coin and a den, you just need to do this. This is simple. You just need to put it in. You get it. Now, mutual request, was it granted? Yes. Was the request granted? This is what they got back after they sent the request. The request was granted. Go to the court. Now, this is Martha Estrella to the person who sent the freelance journalist who requested to be able to do that in court. Good afternoon. Please see the approved request for video and still photography in the matter XL 00291-8-22 in Judge Beecham's courtroom on 3/18/25 or Beckham, whatever you want to call it. Regards, and you can see clearly Martha Estrella, administrative specialist 4. They actually requested, they got a permission to do that. The documentation is that the phone number is there, excess vicinage, New Jersey Court, Superior Court of New Jersey. What else again do you need? There's an email there. What kind of journalism is this? And you allow goats and sheep because you see journalism now kwasia to be for guests. Kwasia babia to be for guests. Nipa findia to be for guests. Momesala was no bianca adwene. Now so that thing there is easy for everyone to do. It is easy. I can line 15 people up on my show. And I'll was saying, hey, where the NTS here? Now, so I was saying, Kwasiabia one body bread in who Phoebe, no other fan or and discuss Ghana. Now, who would you man saying? What is your job as a foreign near? Would say, what is your job? This is what we are talking about. The misinformation is too much. This is easy to do. Just ask for it. Now listen to the audio, the tape again. Tie, or the last part.
Away and dismiss and say yeah, discharge until we are going to form a whole jury again.
You are using 2 words. Discharge any dismiss a many different things in under US law, Pacho. Tina me say I have tobo.
Okay, they were dismissed. Right now, they are going to form a whole jury team again. A whole month. Say, yang go through whatever the cases. And now, some go through whatever cases. In a month's time, the date is there, but I don't know, say it's out yet. I can't mention.
The date is not out.
Okay. He only say a month, 1 month later. Obasha, let Anna now read if you do me the honor and a favor to read
and all the way a statement will be a true.
Read it to the end.
Yeah, but any letter I'm person will be the assembly manum.
Okay.
It's not a letter, it's a statement. And then they all send the mommy no.
Right.
It's a statement, it's not a letter.
Okay. That's exactly what happened. It's, you know, I'm telling you for a fact. Okay? It's, you know, say, I know, hearsay, the M1. Anas was so quick to come out just to redeem his image because they are told to say, or you're investigative terrorists in Ghana. Let me take this opportunity to come out to also redeem my name and tarnish my opponent. Who told him to come out right now? It's against the ruling. Because I'm running to say you back out. See, all my evidence is say, yeah, one man is Ghana. Yeah, nobody has given him any money. He's making Ghanaians seem say no Agyapong between $18 million. If you mark my word, today's date, right? Even $50, I'm not saying he will end up paying more. Mark my word, I'm telling you. That I don't know why he like to do this.
You see the misinformation. This is total disrespect to the court. Omumi na koto Pakistan for space no mo hye se de. Omuchi 1944 World War plane. Nkurasifo aba America, omakoto Pakistan for space ahye. Kurasifo. Omumi na koto Pakistan for space ahye. I say Vietnam welders etiti kekan kwasi asem disrespecting the court. Disrespecting the court. And a fool sits there and say, I am a journalist. You're disrespecting the court of the land. How can you do that? How can you live in this country and you disrespect the court? At the free court by you people sit and misinform and disinform everybody. I didn't tell you for about town. I'm going to Pakistan for space ashe into Omuti America. Yeah, they are different from Ghana for Jimmy. I saw Chief World War II plane. In Kwasia somewhere near Town Abedru how. They know nothing. They are ignorant. Wemono, these are people, they led you people to go vote for Kufuado in 2017, 2016. I'm telling you. Kwasia Sama to Kufuado and on better America. Says I tell you, Jimmy. Yet ya broche ni atete ya basement and ya see a red dross and ya tia broche mobile ya de mutina be pem dan ya be ma wura moto and then the mobeka kurom ha. Ye de ni Jimmy. And I'm to Ghana to Bonkum, Ship House, and we can and I'm can Kwasiasem. Mot young Kwasia campaign make for the ye. Ah, a coup for the winnie ya, Ghana Muya ding, and a trom, Mobatana, and a demutitara dying, and a fetcher moto, and the idea bema to your moon and baby mobile than any pa. Kwasia 4 must say Krorum, must have a Brouhaha. Upon the moment who are hanging on, you still don't want to get away from your stupid tribe, your stupid tribal party. Muhufin. Dirty people. Very dirty people. You can see they are dirty. And we are not going to allow that to happen again. We will make sure we protect the court. We will make sure we protect the credibility of the news that comes out of the court. We will make sure Yo,
we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium Pan. It was better Belgium Pan. It was two Belgium Pan. Why,
yeah, but it's all facts. Now, there's something about this government that I love. And I think gradually we are getting used to it. It will take time, but we will get used to it. Ghana as a country, yeah, so used to lies from politics and our politicians, let me say it that way. Now, it's getting to the point that this resetting, especially MPP for they are still finding it difficult to understand the say governance now is all about transparency and honesty. I told the NDC government or John Mahama when he was in opposition, whatever he comes to meet, he should let Ghanaians know. The NDC appointees, ministers, CEOs, whatever they meet, they should be honest with Ghanaians. Because the honest thing is, so what kind of correct Ghana for? It is upon us to solve the problem. But the moment you cover anything up, then you are creating problems for yourself. And there's one particular ministry I am happy about the way the minister is communicating. The minister is communicating directly and letting us know what is there. Because minister no ba no sikabia nafia ne papa sikabia na ho a okotam e dey be solve a problem. So one can no kre na ewom na nkyere ya na ya adwene ya ese bibia ya okay. That is where we find ourselves. Na ba obi abeka kire say we have a very resolute economy. COVID-19 hit pe na etu ebie. And then I Ekufuado beka kire say the economy is bouncing. It is good. Asem si na fe ya fe yesen. Now when you take your time to analyze the John Mahama government, and it started from the president himself. He has always made sure that in Sema Edahono, he makes you know, or he makes us know the truth. We will basically start to understand the problems. Now, one good thing about this government, and they say, they have never told us to say, problem be on beto, they can't solve it. They have never lamented to say, ya better problem be wo. Na sa problem no, asebesim de jatu wo, intient me nya. Every time you listen to this government, they have always assured us of trying to solve the problem than complaining. And it is one thing about this government I really respect. Now, this is one minister I have been following, and I know, say, if he sticks to this basics and open up the way he's opening up, Ghana, your politics will be a bit, we will not sit back and say all politicians are the same, because the record the NDC government way with the inclusion of these young politicians and their vibrancy and the honesty to be transparent, it is changing the dynamics of Ghana politics. Right now, the opposition is filled with old criminals. Now, what they don't know, they say, John Mahama administration way a change politics. Now, here, this is the energy. This is the energy minister. Sorry, I'm giving you wrong stories. This is the energy minister, John Abujinapo. Or say, energy sector debt hit 80 billion. Energy minister raises alarm over escalating energy sector debt. Wakachiramu. Or say a car a dahos is here. Ewo yen kanya sem edru 80 billion cedis. Now, if I'm a journalist right now, tomorrow I'll pick my phone, I'll ask for his ministry, I'll email him, and I'll say, Mr. Minister, give me updates on this 80 billion. That is what I need. Whether it was started yesterday or it was started today, the minister needs to give me documentations to back it. And one thing I like about this energy minister is, as much as they are trying to solve your energy problems, we all can see the new air plant they are building. The new gas plant they are building. You see it. Almost see for. He has not shied away from the truth. John Abujinapo always comes out. He does not say we think we can. He tells you what we are facing. And this is the only way we can build this nation. Because you see, when you don't get politicians who will be open or who will be honest with you to tell you the real problems that we face, and then you get politicians, liars like Bawumia, Oforiata, Ekufuadomo, this kind of Kennedy Agyapong. And no na Ghana finding no baby ane ewo no, because we need before COVID-19 hit, na Ghana economy na saying what they came to inherit in 2017. John Mahama eja sa fundamentals eto ho a okoje IMF loan the loan was now yielding results 2017-2018 that was what they were riding on. 2019 there and start to boom because the whole IMF program thing ended before COVID-19. Now, time ended, they were supposed to be proactive to now start thinking out of the box to say, okay, now how do we take it over from here? Because remember, John Mahama as a chief driver in 2016, he was in the car. He showed them where the gear was, where the indicator was, where the wiper, whatever is, into John Mahama, they had a little bit of fuel. And John Mahama told them to conserve energy when you're in traffic. This car and one gasa et me jina and one gasa et me stop it, engine it to me stop it. It's what you need to do. And say, udu traffic ma dumijano. Then kakran make sure you conserve, and then what you have come to meet, make sure say why in kakran to build upon it. Into okono ultimate passengers are make sure say you are not wasting air fuel. Men fa baby any pani fa baby obenya passengers. O fa bino now keep scary be now be top petrol gum. John Mahama Sifri car in 2017 no. Omuchi car in 2017 air condition room. They didn't buy fuel. They didn't do any mechanical job. They didn't change any oil. 2018 no team and omuchi soroku omofa girls and omokoba and omoye kenke party. 2019 and a few on a short year. But that fuel had gone below the middle. The gauge. They knew that this car is a car. When they turn it on, a forerunner. This car, the engine is similar. Osope light crabwa eti petrol. These people were supposed to tell we the passengers in the car, say, this is the consequences we are going to face. Now, obia fasten the seat belt. They were still telling us a car na bomba engine and also petrol no a full tank. A one a car here then a copy. A pim car between you who's a sunny a car engine is similar. Sa engine a mountain no a boo and an engine is from Kim. Inti you can see clearly. Say the NPP government continuously, consistently, and inconsistently, they lie to us because you see they realize say Jimmy. They just have to cover the pictures and the numbers up, cover the problems up. But Omia was throwing figures around. Kind of for Tasha white. When we say Jimmy, about the Bible quotations, the nam, Ekufuado Achichiri Jimmy, no, Onosoba, no, Okan Yampia, the naysayers, the people against us. We were more fixated on their comedy than the real problem. In the time of COVID hit, anyone who said, no, there's a problem. Now, the economy is resolute. Sana omunye bibian toa de John ejano horoso. That is where you call IMF, you call World Bank. Almost akoji COVID sikalba no mudie. These are born fools. They have never thought of we Ghanaians. And the Agyapong for catch mono. Feeding, school feeding. School feeding. Omo disikano sika enkwaradia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. I'll talk about this now. Sika young quarant of totofe fedia. I just have for the MPP for Ashe, a man call for party with and the only Omokasia contokwa. I didn't try. Mammy be a woo and a discado. Shanko Samoka. I just have for I need some just or yet cook for advert. Sudan. Abegina TV so catch say, I made a papa. I'll try to circle. Usimu jire send ona utu kokusu Sudan. Abegina TV so can quasia some other mammy be a on the discano. Now, a true report to say how many are crumb for. What kind of foolishness is this? These are born fools. I want to congratulate the minister. He should keep on doing what he's doing. Say, Bedu 90 million onka. Say, Tiba 75 billion onka. He should let us know the real report. Remember, if John Abu Jinapo, go it the same way. Yet problem. We need to find a way to solve it. Do not cover anything up. And that is my warning to every minister in Ghana. Every sector you have been given opportunity to serve. Make sure what is there is the raw truth. Do not hide anything. Don't cover anything up. Because we want to know the truth and find solutions to our problems. I am telling this minister, the energy minister, a very vital sector. John Jinapo, stick to the principles. What is there? Tell us what is there. Don't cover anything up. Don't be scared. So people can say, John Mahama, do not be scared. We are not here for you to sugarcoat words, for you to lie to anybody. So far, you have proven, say, you are consistent and that you are ready to tell us the truth. You are transparent. Keep on telling us the truth. That is what I can defend. That is what we real Ghanaians want. We don't want anybody to lie to anybody. We're not supposed to even sit at the same parliament with the NPP. Never. And we need to get serious as a people. You might not like me. I don't fucking care. 90% of more among pemasem a pain and a woman kumem. I didn't think Kevin to me did John Mahama about power. Right now, no, or time woman Mahama and I will form more time Mahama. But the funny thing is, I'm not going anywhere. I am going to stay here for 42 years. And make sure that the NPP is nullified. They don't deserve to be part of Ghana's history. Shadia. 2-3 days ago, Anna Meka Asemu Hachemo, the new bossa General Mante ye no to head a NACOC. And the major drug bust 2 days ago or a day ago. NACOP nabs notorious Nigerian trafficker with $2.1 million worth of cocaine and heroin in Ghana. On say otu abapa. It takes time, but you see it. On say and the onam Ghana, you are confident. You are breathing new air. You are seeing, say no, things are changing. It is not going to be easy for John Mahama and the NDC, but they will do it. When was the last time I would say yachi obi? Cocaine, heroin in Ghana. Yadia braba chiremo. Every day yachi anadani kunkunte. Before election 2024, me a whole expose of a ship a bed docky work tema port. Omuchi cocaine ma. They sacked everybody from the port. Making sure sa ship no call. This is the first time in about 9 years, sir. A government about power less than 4 months. Etumachi drug bat. Etumachi drug peddler. Okuta cocaine heroin almost $2.1 million. Yeah, where a street market. So heroin and cocaine now $2.1 million. No, when it's cut into 3, you can't cut out here. Cocaine attribute obesebiano. Omudi edrofu fro frame. And this osa coke atreba kwa. Na sebe costed $500. Osa di eye kunkunte one eye atreba ko fra. It will double to $1,000. Into the money you are seeing like that on the market, it is like 3 times. Don't joke. And you need to understand, these are the kinds of people I also say. So this man I was talking about, the head of NACOC, in collaboration with these people, they have been able to stop such a drug deal. Things have changed. Things are changing. This is what we need. I don't care about who is insulting John Mahama and insulting the NDC, because nobody can take NDC out of power when the NDC keeps doing what they are doing, and we make sure we use the facts and the truth to protect them. I don't care. All bloggers around the world, all media houses in Ghana can gang up against the NDC. Nobody can take NDC out of power, because I'm going to use the facts to defend the John Mahama NDC administration, and I will make sure they stay in power for 42 years. Nobody. And this is what we have been talking about. Makacham se me gu MPP. We will make sure, say, this party never come close to power, because you see, only dangerous. It's a very dangerous political party. Now, MPP for mentality is say Ghana be ye die and NDC MPP nye. It's a MPP and ye Ghana ngu. That is the mentality. And Rachel me on TikTok. Now in Gaimbi. And with all due respect, majority of, and it hurts me to say this, majority of NPP for platforms say what TikTok. I'm telling you. And you see, there you say, when you listen to them, and they say you being a Democrat in America and listening to Fox News, you want to understand how they think. So when you see a Democrat like myself watching Fox News, it's not because Fox News can convince me. It is because I want to understand how they think, so that when I am assessing them, I will know how to assess them. And sometimes I like to listen to those things. And when you go on TikTok, na ukotie sibi omo kasa, it is obi to be beer and kasa ai ena de sire de and de omo ma yenti ho ya mese kwasia ukote nwa akose kuraba bemu ote nwa akwahe ehe na woko yenti ho ye ne asantefo de yenti ho na yenti ho free ganhwe jimi we yemfa nchekere man. And with all due respect, enya asantefo nyina, but I'm talking about majority of the people who follow the MPP. That is their mentality. They think it's something against them. It took a TikToker. Oh my dear, you say it is us against Ghana. You cannot fight Ghana. Wallahi, nobody can fight Ghana, because Ghana they decided who becomes president. Until John Mahama is president, you know. Nobody can fight Ghana. No tribe in Ghana can fight Ghana. This is the time the party needs to sit back and reflect. Muamudi party, you know, you cannot rise above Ghana. You can't. There is no way a tribe in Ghana can rise above Ghana, because Ghana rises in a 1.8 million gap better Baumiane Mahaman. That was Ghana. That was not a tribe. That was not a group. Until you people understand that, baby, and that is what I keep talking about every day. And I'm able to go into their head to understand the Semetumegu party. No, when I say Semegu MPP, it's not just mere say. I am in their head. I know how they think and their level of intelligence. it gets to a point, then it starts to shake. Now drop it. Because they don't want to allow their brain, their level of thinking to cross some particular line. Into a drew openness, a cross line, and I started shaking, then it drops. Because they don't want to allow it to happen. Majority of MPP followers, supporters, they are ignorant, they are foolish. It is them against Ghana. And I swear to God, nobody is above Ghana. No chief, no queen mother, no whatever. Nobody. So the better you come along and understand the fundamental things we can all do to help this nation, nobody can nullify Ghana. It's a pain. And it's education. It's about realizing, you people should sit back, have some deep reflection. Into me, my spare time, I listen to NPP. Yes. And I can handle NPP because I know how they think. Majority of them, they think like chicken. That's how they think. I'm telling you. Me, I know the NPP. Me, I read the NPP. I've never listened to NDC shows because what I need, it is not there. What I need are MPP shows. When 2 or 3 or 4 MPP for shape, I say moi. You see, they cannot get out of their MPP sem to discuss Ghana. Their problem, no. Intimino, I am in their head. I know how they think and how far it can go. Anytime to meet I say, me good party, no, and you can see slowly, there's no party. And my catch them, by the time John Mahama and Muma Yebufu Ghana, John Mahama will contest again. Yes, you have no idea. I am in your head. I control your heart. I control the party. Me say me can on my platform with so you people can get all the bloggers, everybody. Me, I will nullify all of them because what I carry is fact. That when I carry me, I don't carry a year in Kwasiake. I carry this. This is my strength. I carry the fact. That is my strength. And so far, me name any of your bloggers or your news people who can contest my facts. None of them. Most of them call to me drunken kind. They are stray dogs. Come on, crouching in Domukum. You know my address. They have no address. And you have to understand, you don't have any backing. But you're so a bear man. Uncle Sobe campaign to Tiajo Mahama. Muni na mumbra together and form a unit. Me the way I will defeat you all. Because I understand, I know, and I believe in Ghana. Any Ghana for na mini omokasano. I am confident in what I do because of the facts I hold. Nobody should underestimate MPP foolishness. Country able to develop it. 42 years, your man who quiet near your NDC. They will falter. They will make mistakes. But one thing about the NDC, you and I know, they respect us and our intelligence. The moment a political party respects your intelligence and respect Abana Watono, that political party needs to be kept because they are human enough to understand the mobile power. It's a big political party. There are people, our character along the way might change, but the concept and idea and vision of the party and the focus, no, it's still there. And that focus, na yet matana wa bedruha. Every facility, and I say project or Ghana we come and NDC. So if we are able to guide the NDC for the next 42 years, I swear to God, Ghana now more penamon sabeka. Yes, and it's a dedicated one. It is a longer term thing near you. Huh? Senka a short term adena me yanka me jai dada. I'm telling you. Adea me yewe just for Mahama to be president. Anka me jai semi wie. Adea me yewe. I have been able to nullify a whole political party. With facts. Makacham said there's comedy around. A man for the comedy. Obi onkuta fact be a comedy no more. Yen kuta fact no. So we can openly say we brought the NDC to power. No fool, no idiot, no comedian, no stray dog. Because there's no evidence of any facts to support anything now. Actually say, Obi to me de John Mahama about power and NDC about power. So Obi say, a strong street in this one. Onka say, I will do everything to bring NDC down. Nobody, because I am here. I am telling Ghanaians an authority. Saying, just to bring Mahama to power. Come here, Mejuma. And I'm come here. Because my job was to take NPP out of power, and they're out of power. But it's a long-term project. It's a 42-year project. It's a project for me to make sure, say, Ansana Mewuno, 42 years, the NDC stays in power. That is the project. I feel I'm a catch them. Into Obia Junior say, may your idea way to bring Mahama to power. Mahama react. W. Me, it does not matter who comes after Mahama. I am here to protect the NDC with the fact to make sure that the 42 years agenda, it has been accomplished. So this goes beyond John Mahama. This goes beyond John Mahama. It goes beyond just seeing Mahama. No. This is bigger. This is a long-term project. If you don't underestimate what you are seeing, if it was about John Mahama, I should not be on TV again. I should not be here because whatever you do now, John Mahama won't free power. 4 years will be chat. Why do I have to be on TV? The biggest scandal on earth can fall on John Mahama. He will still finish his 4 years. But that is not the job. The job is to guide, protect, make sure good governance is protected for 42 years. That is my calling. And majority of the people you are seeing, the stray dogs and all that, they will all disappear. I will be here. They will all disappear. They will go. They cannot stand it. At a point, they will get tired. The streets will swallow them because they don't have an address, because they don't have locket to locate who their owners are, because they are stray dogs that carry rabies. And stray dogs that can hold evidence. Stray dogs can bark. Stray dogs will always be walking around. Stray dogs cannot sit in an office in the studio. No. It is only people who have credibility and ready to use the facts, like myself, with facts. That is why I say there are some fights that are fought behind the scenes. You get the results very soon. But as I sit here, no living being in Ghana, also a blogger, journalist, our person or the Jandam, and they destroy John Mahama and the NDC government. Nobody. I will nullify you. Now see. Oh, story way. Nyome Koso. Now pay attention. You see the story? IGP had a statement about Bontene. An IGP statement is simple. What did he say? IGP say, what's going on? Okay, thank you. All right. Now, team. Thank you, team. Mr. P, I got it. Now, this is why I want you to be very attentive. Some people are making a lot of noise about Adentina, John Mahama, Epam Dampare. Adentina, John Mahama, administration, a change Dampare. Adentina, IGP, he was doing a marvelous job. Why did they change him? The issue here is Dampare, position in Papadia. Dampare, position in Mamedia. Dampare is an ordinary policeman who got the opportunity to serve as an IGP. It is Obiaba. No, who say, I cannot work with you. I can work with another policeman like you are. What's the big deal here? Why should we make these things look like Dampare, the service away the BC, and for church on articles? Personally, I don't have an issue with Dampare. But Dampare is not the ultimate in Ghana policing. No. Now, the new IGP, the Assembly to Abontene, or say, police PROs to resume media interactions. Put him there, Emma Assembly, very serious. This should let you know. Said in public and police for jubilating. Dampare technically took the voice of the police and made it about himself. Do you know regional PROs who were paid as policemen to speak for various police stations around the nation? Dampare shut all of them down because Dampare wanted everything to be about him. It was only Dampare and a photographer Udinechia, or winning photographer of the year in Ghana. Me say, Dampare photographer on pictures ben ucha. My wife is a senior photo editor at the New York Times. All the pictures you see from White House, every picture from New York Times, my wife they decide who goes there to take a picture. When a photographer from New York Times, any president Etukwine in the Air Force One, my wife they decide who goes. My wife would say, Dampare photographer no pictures ben ucha Ghana wabe photographer of the year. You people can't you get it? Dampare turned Ghana Police Service, he turned it to himself. It was Dampare. Dampare did not give anybody any room. Dampare made the police service about him. And in Tina, you people start to say, Dampare was doing some extraordinary job at BC, that Dampare, psychologically, he's smart. And he read the Ghanaian for a long time. When he got the position, he basically became an IGP politician. And if you're not smart, you wouldn't know what Dampare was doing. Into seeing the policemen jubilating, It is not because they hate Dampare. It is because they realized that they were being led by a democratic dictator in the name of an IGP who basically portrayed to the world to say he is a leader for all. But deep down, there was no love down there, and the police were not at liberty to do their job. That is why you saw the jubilation. It is not because they have a personal issue with Dampare. It is because the servicemen realized that for a long time, they were living under some kind of tyranny. But Ghanaians could not hear them. Ghana Police Service personnel were screaming, we did not hear, because Dampare had used Oninanim to cover up their pain. So every time the police are screaming, the police have a problem. We are looking at, hey, IGP Dampare, hey, we were not looking at the plight of the personnel. We were not looking at what Dampare took from the Ghana Police Service. Dampare made the police about himself. Dampare had an ambition. He had a psychological effect on Ghana police and Ghana 4. And Ghanaians, at the end of the day, because we are dumb, we did not see it. How many of Ghana Police Service event and now who say a new name had dominated the event? Never. It was about him. If it's not Dampare the show boy, the event should die. If it's not Dampare coming to do what? To see some people, the event should die. You did not even recognize anybody less than, apart from Dampare in the Ghana Police Service. You don't build a police like that. Because they are equally people are almost the same rank to say will be beating away IGP. So if you fail to let those people be recognized, you deliberately use the media to make it look like, say, anybody in the police who tries to speak up is an enemy to the police. You become a tyrant. And then Papa we buy and say we need to give the voice back to the police. But one thing he said that I like, they should not move away from their professional job. If you have been given a job to speak for the police, make sure you are professional indeed enough. If you stick or you move away from the professionalism of the job you are doing as a PRO for the police, you have to be sanctioned. It is only in Ghana and Dampare became the mouthpiece of Ghana police. How is that possible? We need to be able to hear our police PROs talk in our respective regions. Dampare by office and shutting in down. Everything should go through Dampare. Dampare's photographer was considered important in Ghana police than police officers in Penny 4. Don't you know? You have no idea. Maybe a Dampare photographer, police, senior rank police officer, you cannot sit there. That is how low Dampare ran our police service. So we were looking at the face. Somebody like Franklin Kujo Mono, they were not deep enough to understand what was happening. They were shallow. They were looking at the lifestyle. They were looking at the lifestyle IGP. They were looking at the paparazzi IGP. They were looking at the flamboyance. They were looking at the cheers Dampare was getting. They failed to look beneath Dampare, the people who made Dampare. Because if you don't get a police force that respects and believes in their leader, then that police force is weak. That leader is weak. Dampare was weak when it comes to policing. Dampare looked huge and he looked like a very flamboyant and very strong leader in the face of the media. But when you go down, Dampare was the most weakest IGP you've ever seen because the people were not ready to die for Dampare. No police officer, in fact, majority of the police officers or the personnel were not willing to die for their boss because Dampare had no connection with those beneath him. And that jubilation. And what was happening, the jubilation wasn't because they were happy because a new man has come who at least see them as part of his office. That's all. The police needed that relationship. The police needed that coordination. The personnel down there, they needed it. Dampare did not give it to them. Dampare, the IGP, everything was about him. And I'm a did you even see or hear anything about any police officer? No. Everything went through Dampare because he strategically placed himself in a position whereby it would be difficult for you to even see his flaws. But the weakest IGP we've had in our history in terms of his relation with the personnel is Dampare. Yes. But when you're smart, politics, I will say, you change Dampare, who's the motorbikes nam kwanso, who the flamboyance, young Dampare is not young. Look at Dampare deep, he's old. Dampare is not young. And it's hard to create two with him. You try Dampare picture bar, near Photoshop it, then the name is smooth. Dampare is not a kid, he's old. Dampare ultimately press up 10. He's old. But because he's skinny, my dream say a young police officer, and Dampare, the idea here to make sure the police from bottom up is solid. No, he didn't have it. That was the quality he lacked. Leadership, coordination, understanding the people beneath him. He did not understand it. I don't hate Dampare. He's a police officer. Why should I hate him? But he lacked some things. That is why the president thought that he cannot work with him. There's nothing bad about that. He's still a police officer. He's still ready to serve Ghana. So why should he make it like a big deal? You change it down to being Cedar. And then you hear some old fools, Papa B, the former peace council, you should give us reasons why we are sacking Dampare. Dampare, he slept with your wife. That's why we sacked him. The former peace council, and the president should give us reason for sacking Dampare. Dampare slept with your wife. That's why Mahama sacked him. That is the reason. Some I'm not Ghana. Come on, and move.